Recording in progress.
Hello.
Hey, Jonas.
Hey,
Hey,
hey.
hey.
So we are live and ready to go right now.
Perfect. And then just want to make sure we are sharing the Zoom screen. Is that correct?
Yes. So it's a couple of seconds of delay on the stream, but if there's
cool.
any technical mishaps or anything, let me know in the chat. I'll be following along in the chat as we move along. And
Boom.
yeah, let me know.
Awesome. Well, since we are live, welcome everyone. This is for OP Hack 001. We've got Bunzi here, and he's going to be giving an intro to Laser Eyes. And for those of you listening in the audience, if you do have any questions, feel free to jump in and hit us up in the chat, and we will go ahead and make sure we get those answered for you all. But to begin, go ahead and take it away, Bunzi.
Hey, thanks for having me, and excited to chat more about Laser Eyes and anyone that's interested in doing any of the tracks that we have with OP Hack. But I guess just to kick off, give like a quick explanation of what the hell even Laser Eyes is for people that don't know. Laser Eyes is a Wallet Connect library for Bitcoin ordinal wallets. So for people from Ethereum or other networks, think about Rainbow Kit or even Wallet Connect. This solves for a problem right now that the Bitcoin ordinal ecosystem we think is facing, is a lot of knowledge is kind of spread out and even being gate kept at times to allow some teams to be first to market. But effectively, everyone's building the same tech, connecting the same wallets, and there's a lot of nuances and a lot of, you know, things that are difficult to manage and work on. So we wanted to work on a public good open source project that made all of this open source. So if you're building a new Bitcoin application on ordinals, you can install this library just like Rainbow Kit on Ethereum, get Wallet Connect for Xverse, Unisat, Magic Eden, Phantom, Leather, and, you know, all the alike. So that is the goal and ambition for the project. Right now we have Xverse and Unisat. We're releasing Leather later this week, And then we have oil coming up, and then Magic Eden. And so yeah, we're building this like as we go. And that's why doing this hackathon seemed like such a good idea, was to get more people involved, as this is an open source project. So yeah, that is kind of the skinny of it. But yeah, we're really looking forward to seeing, or I can field any questions too if anyone's in the chat. I can't really see. Is there a link to the to the YouTube?
Oh yeah, here I'll drop it, and then just make sure you have it on mute because it'll totally double echo. Oh, yeah, 1 second. Let me. Here, I just sent it to you on Telegram.
Cool. Thank you. Awesome.
Yeah. And at any point, we've got about like 7 folks joining right now or on right now. But as folks join in and as we get some questions, as you're walking through the docs, we will, I could go ahead and give it a pause and let you know.
Cool. Yeah. So, I mean, on the like lasereyes.build, you can kind of read more about the overview of it, the simple kind of use case. And we also have this try example. And this is one of the tracks that we have, is to, you know, build a more robust version of this to, you know, get it looking more sleek. But effectively, this is what the dashboard looks like for Lasereyes. When you install it, you get this demo, and you get all of these calls, switch network, which is pretty cool. Sign message, see Lasereyes test here. And this isn't the sexiest product, but I believe that this is really going to lower the barrier to entry to allow more people to come build on ordinals, because the learning curve's quite steep, and it's like working with rocks and chisels, especially if you come from Ethereum, where there's so many great tools for developers to kind of, you know, quickly spin up an environment and start building their ideas. But on Bitcoin, it's just also primitive still right now. So we want to help build a Bitcoin standard library that allows for apps to not only safely sign messages, but effectively accomplish what Wallet Connect has done on EVMs. And no one's really doing that. So we wanted to take the initiative and kind of head the way. And it's been awesome. Like, so far we have UTXO management, like helping Sats Ventures, Layer 1 Foundation, Control, Leather just jumped on, and we have an exciting announcement tomorrow, but I guess we can announce it today. For those listening, is we'll be doing a collaboration and partnership with OrdinalsBot, as they are also working on some open source software for developers to quickly spin up an environment, and they'll be integrating Lasereyes, which is really cool. It's awesome to start to see it being used in an application right off the bat. So, but yeah, we also have an inscribe feature in it, which is pretty cool. I have to connect wallet real quick. But yeah, let's see what else we can go through. Let's pull up some of the tracks, and I can just kind of walk through them, as for those that can't tune in, can just kind of.
That sounds good. I can send you the direct link too.
Yeah, got it right here.
Boom.
Cool. All right. So for those, got till September 9th to submit on some of these.
Yep. And actually, sorry, quick pause there. We're waiting on Arch Networks challenges, and so I think we actually might be extending the hackathon date even further. But which means that, I mean, we've got now, I think, about 115 builders that have joined the hackathon, and more keep building in, especially with I think Bitcoin Olympics is running, I think it's ending around September 7th. So for those listening, I think right now the hackathon technically ends in 25 days, but this might be the longest running hackathon on BiddleBox ever. So that's really exciting. Hell yeah.
Breaking records.
Exactly.
No, I think that's awesome. I think getting some more time for people to refine some of the stuff is always a good thing. But yeah, just to kind of quickly walk through these. So cross-platform capability enhancement challenge. This is effectively to help build not like a pop-up modal similar to Wallet Connect, but right now the library is built in React, and it'd be very amazing to see someone build this kind of more agnostic or like specific use cases for Vue or other like front end and like stacks. So to make it just more dynamic. So anyone that can add additional frameworks like that's a huge plus. And I mean, obviously the mobile specific, but for people that need inspiration or kind of guidance, really what we're striving for is to build the Wallet Connect version or Rainbow Kit for Bitcoin. So, we really have an amazing framework to work with. Like, see what they've been doing. I would recommend checking out their repos and then, being like, oh, this would be a great addition, because yes, these are kind of, I would say use these as guided tracks, because we're very open to creativity and any suggestions, as this is an open source project. So there's no one right way to go about these. We're open to creative ideas, and enhancements on any of these. So for this track, it's essentially to make it not only mobile responsive, but add additional frameworks like Vue, and and just really work on a pop-up modal that brings it all together. And this challenge, the integration challenge, is just build an app with it. It's, if you're working on something for another track on the hackathon, just install Lasereyes and you kind of have, 2 for 1 kind of almost. That's the way I see it. Is if you're new to building on Bitcoin and some of the other tracks on the hackathon overall interest you, I recommend just using Lasereyes. It will not only make it easier for you to start building anything, but we have a track for it as well. So you can just use Lasereyes in any creative way, use it in your app. Cool way someone's using it is OrdinalsBot, like I mentioned earlier.
Yeah, could you I'm not on mute.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Do you mind showing us OrdinalsBot too?
Yeah, I was just about to.
Oh, boom. Perfect.
So they have this Ordinals template app. So this is really cool. And it's really dope because they also use Lasereyes in it. But what this is some look at, it's working. Lasereyes is prompting me to sign in with Xverse, which is really cool. And that's what Lasereyes is doing, is handling tying up all the backend Wallet Connect goodness. But this is another really cool use case for Lasereyes. They've just built an overall template. So you get a template application that works with it's built with Tailwind and CN. I don't even know how, but this library is fire too, by the way. But this is great. Like here, I don't know if this is probably some alpha, but they have an inscribe page, so you can automatically inscribe right out of the bat too. But for those developers that understand just getting a quick environment up to start building and bringing some of your ideas to life, a lot of this stuff goes really overlooked sometimes, and maybe even I take them for granted too. But it's been really fun and kind of makes me realize how many libraries even I use that are open source and that really just make building anything super helpful. So this is one really cool use case of Laser they've got it tagged in. Highly recommend checking it out. Ordinal's bot is not only a very OG in the Bitcoin inscription game, but just really solid developers, and their code is very clean and really easy to use. So that is that one. Showcase. And then we also just have, for those that we wanted to open up some tracks for, not only developers, but maybe some content creators alike, or if you're both, because nowadays people wear a lot of hats. So maybe you are a developer and you make some content, but we really feel like some educational content around PSBTs specifically for other developers, and kind of like building a better onboarding experience from specifically Ethereum, Solana, or some of these more established chains that have a lot of docs, just working on some content around that. But I see there's a question.
Oh, perfect. I didn't want to interrupt, but yes.
Cross-platform capability enhancement and enhanced wallet challenge are related to Wallet Connect. They are similar to Wallet Connect. But Laser Eyes as a project is effectively, the way I think a good way to think about it is the Rainbow Kit Wallet Connect for the Bitcoin ecosystem. So for those, I would reference, how Wallet Connect made their platform dynamic for, if you're building a React app or if you're using Vue. That's what the enhancement challenge is. And for the modal is how they spun up the front end modal pop-up experience that was very clean, very safe for all the different wallets. That is the two challenges there, and open to any like elaboration on top of those concepts. But does that answer your question, Amir?
There's a bit of a lag, so we'll see.
Kind of the way we were thinking about it, or that even right now, that as I look back over it, is like cross-platform capability. Think of that more of like the back end, kind of wiring things up and building a more dynamic infrastructure part in the source code, and the modal for the front end developers that really have good UX UI and can help build a that experience tying into everything in the source code. That's effectively what we're looking for, and I think would really enhance and make this project way more desirable for other developers. And what's cool about this is like everyone that's building this is, in the world of using developer tooling. So there isn't anything like this on Bitcoin. So I really suggest referencing, like I said before, like how Rainbow Kit and some of these other projects went about it, and just bring any of those ideas that you like there into it. Because this is the first time we are hosted a hackathon. Our team, Laser Eyes, or however you want to put it. But I say that to, for anyone listening, to really encourage them to just, think outside the box, to bring any other ideas, and, just with some reasoning of like, this is an investment that Wallet Connect did that, really, really helped me out. So we're very open to creative thinking here, and anything that enhances the library to overall reach its goal of easily onboarding and making it seamless for someone building a new app to quickly install the library and start building on ordinals. But if there's any other questions,
Awesome.
I'd love to answer them, but I appreciate it, Amir. Hit me up on in the Discord or Telegram. I've been quite busy traveling, but this next week and the following week, going to be very focused and want to help as much as possible, as it's exciting, you know, with apps like OrdinalsBot integrating it. We're really excited to keep pushing this. Awesome. Yeah, dude. Be happy to pair up too with anyone. As you know, it seems like Hath and I could field. There's definitely interest, but you know, it's not the sexiest track, and I really encourage everyone to check out the other ones as well. But anyone that's into open source code, that uses it, that sees the potential of helping this grow the pie for Bitcoin, yeah, more than happy to dive deeper. But yeah, Amir, do you have my contact or anything like that? I can put my Telegram in here.
Oh yeah, go ahead and drop that in the chat.
Cool. That's my Telegram. But yeah, it is really cool to walk through this from the hosting, I guess, side, you can say. But yeah, I'm excited to see what everyone makes.
Can you pull up the docs and getting started page on your screen real quick, and just so that everyone can see? I dropped it in the chat as well.
Cool. Yeah, so I encourage, like, the home base for everything is lasereyes.build. And you can do get started, takes you to you know, getting started with installing, and then try it out takes you to this example page, which you know, is similar to it's just a quick front end to kind of showcase what the wallets can do and to test everything out quickly, and then the GitHub. But for getting started, essentially just npm package. You can, you know, whatever you prefer here. And these are the functions that you can call. There's a few more depending on what wallet. And yeah, any feedback on the docs too, as this is a new project. Like, if something doesn't make sense, any and all questions are really, really appreciated, because it helps us build out a more robust foundation. So yeah, damn, that could be a track. Just go through the docs, improve the docs. But this is,
I know. I think the educational content challenge, I think, can kind of tie into it.
yeah,
if I'm getting that right.
No, it could. I mean, again, I know it's kind of loose, but if it makes sense and it enhances it, because moving past the hackathon, this will run very similar to those that know WAGMI library or Veeam. That's a library, like Wallet Connect actually uses WAGMI.sh library, and that's a contributor-based project, like, forever going forward. So, like, these tracks are a good way to showcase that any good contribution to the open source repo, we want to reward people for and pay them for, because there are sponsors for this library, like OrdinalsBot is sponsoring it. Projects that use this, we help maintain their Wallet Connect library and, you know, fix all the nuances and keep those libraries running clean with no issues. So for as long as this project exists, if you make like significant contributions to the repo, Yeah, there is funds to help out. It's not much. It's not like, some of these, it's pretty modest, but it is a public good, and it is the main goal of this project is to help grow the ecosystem as more to being, how do I say this easily, or lowering the barrier of entry for developers will bring more developers to building on ordinals. More developers equals apps, more apps equals more users. So it's very much a grow the pie project, um, and just helping build the infrastructure needed to allow creative developers and teams to build their ideas out. But I think that
Um,
kind of rounds it off.
yeah. No, I mean, and I have a question for you just because we do have like quite a few like of our builders that they're super new to building on Bitcoin, but a lot of folks are very interested. And I'm curious about your story and how you got into building on Bitcoin, um, and then I have another question after that,
Yeah.
kind of open ended.
Yeah. So, um, when Ordinals first released, I was really interested because, um, the first time, like on Ethereum, majority of projects, the metadata is on chain, but the data itself is off chain. But Ordinals, the data was encoded and put on chain. Um, and it's kind of ironic, and the metadata is off chain. But either way, like when it came about, I was really, really intrigued. The writing was on the wall. Using Bitcoin as a data storage layer was really intriguing. And then Domo released the BRC20 um, uh, standard, and right when that happened, I was got really inspired to build Omnisat. So me, Hath, a group of us, um, we all sat down and worked on Omnisat. And with no other kind of project to go off of and using the primitives of Bitcoin is really hard. We built like an indexer, an inscribing tool, a we built a swap. So we built laser eyes, we built a whole wallet connect library. We built a lot of stuff. Um, because building a DEX is a huge feat. So through that, we kind of realized, we should package this Wallet Connect library and distribute it because everyone's writing the same code. Um, and, we're a non-funded team. We're doing this all bootstrapped, and we're, you know, like other teams have incentives not to do this, to like not share their code. But for us, like we had no one telling us not to, and we were just like, fuck it. Like we're going to open source this and really allow um, more people to come in and build. So that was kind of the onboarding experience into Bitcoin for me, and kind of just been in the weeds and trenches, I guess you can say, ever since.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. And so my other question, and I have two more questions because I want to, just for those who are listening in the audience, after this next question, I want to hear a little bit more about seize control, and because it sounds like y'all are working on like a multitude of, like a lot of different projects that are contributing to, or that are helping builders get started on building on Bitcoin and on ordinals. But I have a friend who he always says that Bitcoin is the number one public good. What are your
Mm.
thoughts on that? And do you agree, disagree? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think open source code equals, a public good. And what's so crazy is that's why it works. Is Bitcoin had adoption because it was open source and it was fair for anyone to come in. And that's why I think Ordinals had the success that it did. It was just a protocol. And unlike Blast or some of these other networks or these projects, they're VC funded, and they're there's incentives for people to come build, and they need to pay people to come build out their ecosystem. And a lot of developers here could probably relate. Like, say a new thing, something launches over here, they have grants and all this stuff. They're like, come build. We need you. We need TVL. We need action. We need apps. But with Ordinals, like, there wasn't any incentive packages. There wasn't like, hey, we'll pay you X amount to come build these apps. It was very organic, and people, it was open source. There was, the Ord library, and what Casey and Raf put out, and people just came and started building very organically, and that's why I think it's a very sustainable ecosystem. And yeah, I think Bitcoin is definitely the the God public good, and I agree with that take.
Yeah, I can't wait to share that audio bit with him, because he'll definitely love that. But it's true. I'm learning very quickly, as I mean, we're a lot of us, we were originally like the Gitcoin hackathons team, so we've been kind of existing within the Ethereum bubble for the longest. But like Bitcoin, has been around for, I'm not going to say forever, but Bitcoin was like the first to do it, and now we're finally getting builders onboarded and seeing great use cases on Bitcoin, which I think is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And then I know you kind of touched on this and as you shared your story, but my last question, unless there's any other questions in the audience, is if you could tell us a little bit more about Seize Control too, since that is, that's the name that is posting the challenges. But
yeah, so Seize Control is an amazing project. Penny is the artist. They and not only have they just been an OG in the space, they were the first to inscribe on a rare sat. What that means is, like, Satoshis, or each sat is effectively non-fungible, because they're all serialized, and there's different rarities. Like if it's the first sat mined in a block, first sat mined in, like, during the halvening, that's like an epic sat. But there's palindrome based on the string, all types of cool stuff. But Ordinals effectively puts data inside of the op return of these, and they were the first ones to inscribe onto a rare set, causing a really awesome meta, and for just really kind of paving the way there. And then I've met Jadid in Hong Kong, and ever since, just the way that their team thinks about things, been helping them build tooling, helping them build out just really cool stuff to not only experiment but move the space forward. And I've been working with them and building out stuff, and I brought this up to the team. I was like, it'd be really dope if Seize Control, because they support open source software very highly, and they wanted to, get involved, and like, yeah, we want to help push this forward. So they are the lead sponsor of the public good track, because they strongly believe open source is the way. Like we just mentioned, Bitcoin success is largely due, or a lot of different things, but open source code is a very powerful thing, and it really builds on the network effect of, and don't like it, fork it is it's a really cool way of thinking about things. But
I gotta tweet that.
Yeah. But they really believed in the project. They really wanted to encourage it. So yeah, they sponsored and helped bring these tracks to life. So massive shout out to the control team. And yeah, and then all the sponsors for Laser Eyes as well. The first month of all their sponsorship is going towards all the rewards that you see. So shout out to UTXO Management, Ordinals Bot, Leather, then we got Layer One Foundation and Sats Ventures. So yeah, it takes a village and it takes, a lot of people believing in something. But yeah, this is all contributor based, public good, grassroots effort. So yeah, it's really cool seeing people come together and kind of work on something like this. It's really refreshing because the space is very dominant by, a lot of big capital, but it's cool to see small teams of people, disrupt things in a pretty positive way.
Yeah, right on. Okay, great. If there's no more questions in the chat, I'm going to share my screen real quick for those listening or those watching. Let me go ahead and do that because I just want to make sure that everyone can see how to apply for the challenges, and also just to make sure that you're joining the hackathon. This hackathon right now, submissions are closing in 25 days. That I believe will be extended pending on Arch Network challenges are coming in. They just launched their test net and they're perfecting the documentation and making sure that all the builders have the resources that they need to start working on their projects. But Arch Network is the primary sponsor for OP Hack, brought together all these amazing sponsors. Bunsey, I believe you're the creator of the namesake OP Hack. Am I getting that right?
Yeah, it's Op Hack, but
OP Hack. Okay,
yeah, no worries. It's what it says. It does say OP Hack, but no, like the thought there is like, so what made Ordinals possible is putting data in the op return. So it's operations in Bitcoin. That's like for people that have heard of OpCat. That was something that was removed, but people are writing BIPs and trying to get it back to bring back functionality to Bitcoin. But yeah, that's where it's from. But yeah, it's a fun name, and yeah, I'm happy that everyone seemed to like it.
Yeah, it's dope. The branding is dope also, and I know y'all have been doing Twitter Spaces or Op Talks, I believe.
Yeah, I got a little obsessed with it, but no, me and Farmer Joe do Op Talk as well. It's largely geared towards highlighting builders in the space, and just talking about innovative projects, as building on Bitcoin is a really new thing, and that's why I highly encourage everyone listening, to just take on one of these tracks, because there's going to be a lot of opportunities to build other projects or get hired on teams, as there's not too many Bitcoin developers focused on ordinals. And hopefully one of these tracks inspire you from one of these teams, because I really just highly suggest and encourage people, because there's a lot of opportunity coming about, especially as some of these layer twos and these scalability solutions come in. I do believe ordinals are about to have quite a big uprising. And yeah, I think this is a great opportunity to get your hands dirty a little bit and test the waters of what it's like building on Bitcoin. And yeah, that's what Laser Eyes is here to help with too, is just making that onboarding experience easier. So if you have any feedback or, what can make it easier for you, that's also really appreciated. But yeah, I think efforts like this are really, really dope. So I'm really excited to be a part of it.
Yeah, thank you. Perfect. So for those of y'all that are watching that have not joined OP Hack just yet, make sure you sign up. I think I dropped this in the chat on the live stream. It is literally all over Twitter. You could go to app.biddlebox.io and join the hackathon there. But if you have signed up and you've joined, you could see the challenges on this page. You could see all the amazing challenges. There will be a couple more added. But this is a very important step. I'm going to just demo this for those who are getting started. Once you sign up, make sure that you create a project. I'm just going to run through this project name. And then I'm working on stuff. But you'll write a quick description of what you think, what you're thinking of working on. And then this is a very important step. You're going to want to select the challenges that you plan to apply for. And you're going to hit next. You can go ahead and add, invite any team members that are collaborating with you on this project or in this hackathon. If they are signed up, they will receive an invite on their BiddleBox profile. If they're not signed up for the hackathon, they're not signed up for BiddleBox, they will receive an email invite, and they'll need to set up a BiddleBox account and then go ahead and accept the invite, or the invite will automatically drop into the invite section of their profile. But if you have already created a project, this is what it will look like. It's very bare for right now, but in order to update everything and get everything submitted, you're going to need to add a demo video or any video, not any video, add a demo video, absolutely. It could be a YouTube link. Actually, I believe that is preferred. And then you can add a long description about your project here. To update everything, like you're going to go to your project settings. This is where you're going to share your GitHub repo, your demo URL, so your live demo, like for Cell app, etc. Your video URL, that's your YouTube video link. And then this is where you can update everything. So you can add a project logo, you can create a project banner, and then all of your contact information would go here. If you've already created a project for this hackathon, I'll show you how to go in and select the challenges. So that's very important for us and for all the sponsors here to know that you intend to work on the challenges. So I'm already in the project or on my project link. So you can select challenges. And then from here, you can update what challenges you want to work on, or perhaps ones that you don't want to work on. And that's how you can access it from there. When you're all ready to go, you're going to hit submit project. And then please be aware, give yourself about 5 to 10 minutes to submit the project. So if the deadline is 11:59 p.m. And you're running in the last minute, try not to wait till the last minute to get this complete. But you'll go ahead and you are going to be asked to write some feedback or write about why you completed or why you qualify for each challenge. You can also leave feedback for the sponsors here too. And once that's ready to go, I think these cannot be blank. You'll be asked to confirm your team information, your wallet information, all of that, and then you'll be asked to review and submit your project. So I've shown here the flow of creating your project directly from the hackathon page. But to get back to that, you can, let me just start from the top. So when you log into app.biddlebox.io, you could click on your profile, and here is your Biddler profile. I could show you a complete Biddler profile, but this is your personal profile. From there, you can click on right over here. It says projects. And these are all of the projects that you have ever worked on. Here's a project that I created. And then from there, I could go in and update the challenges and everything. But I'll show you an example. What's really cool is as you're building your project here on BiddleBox for OpHack, I'm like, let me not fumble the name anymore. I'm pretty sure I've been saying OP this entire time. You have your Biddler profile here to showcase all the amazing work that you're doing in this hackathon and in previous hackathons too. I'm using actually Amir's profile because he is an amazing builder, but we've seen some builders use this to apply for jobs or use this as their portfolio. You'll have your skills, your interests, your favorite ecosystems listed here. You've got your timeline. how many hackathons you've completed, projects and challenges won, but you could see all the projects that you have. This is a public facing profile. So everything that you've worked on BiddleBox and in this hackathon can be showcased here. Let me give, I always use this as an example, but here's what a complete project page looks like. Amir won a challenge for us back. It's our avatar builder module, which when you set up a profile on BiddleBox, you can create a really awesome avatar that looks like this. But this is what a complete project looks like. We've got our demo video, we've got the link to work, and you can share this on Twitter, you could share this with your friends or with everyone. And yeah, so pretty much what I am trying to say here is if you are working on a project in this hackathon, make sure that you go ahead and create the project now. You don't have to submit it now, of course, because it isn't complete, or if it is, then go ahead and submit. But if you've already created your project, make sure that you are selecting the challenges that you want to apply for. And we've got plenty of time left to build, and definitely check out all of the Laser Eyes challenges here. I really appreciate that there's technical challenges, and then there's plenty of opportunity for no code builders to contribute and create educational content and all of that. But that's all I've got. Anything else you'd like to add, Bunzi, for
We do have a question from chat.
about Laser Eyes? Oh, we do.
Yes.
What's up?
So Wisdom Chris is asking, can I work on multiple tracks?
Yes, you can. You can apply to as many challenges as you'd like in this hackathon. I will say though that it is one project per user. So we've seen this done in a couple ways. You can add multiple projects. You could add, like, let's say if you have like different projects, this might not be like the most kosher way, but if it's like a completely different project, different submission, then you can create another BiddleBox profile for now. But otherwise, if you want to apply to different tracks and submit different work, just make sure that all those links are included on your project page. So the answer is yes.
Amazing.
Yeah. All right, Bunzi, back to you. Anything else that you'd like to add?
No. I appreciate everyone that's interested in helping us build this out. So, feel free to ping me on Telegram, or going to be a lot more active with Hathaway in the Discord. We have a channel there called Laser Eyes, and we got Leather Wallet coming out, I think tomorrow. So look out for that. Just quick new install, and you'll have it locally. But yeah, no, just really excited to be as much help as I can to anyone that's helping us build this out. So if I don't get back to you right away, just keep bothering me, as sometimes I turn on do not disturb to try to stay focused. But
Same.
But yeah, please keep pinging me, and happy to help, because this is a project I'm really passionate about, and think it could really help out a lot of other developers.
Yeah, thank you very much. And sorry, one more question. What is the link to the Laser Eyes Discord? And I could go ahead and share that with the chat.
Oh,
Or where
it's
can I-
it's no, it's the channel.
It's on ours.
Yeah.
You know, yes, perfect. Yeah, so if once you sign up for the hackathon, make sure that you are joined on the BiddleBox Discord. And if you're signed up for the hackathon, you're automatically added to the OpHack Discord thread. So there is a Laser Eyes channel. And Bunzi, thank you so much for all your contributions and being super bullish on open source and being responsive to our builders as well.
Yeah, thank you guys. I'm really happy to be a part of it. So yeah, anything else I can do to help, please let me know, and appreciate you guys hosting this today.
Heck yeah. All right. Thanks, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and end the Zoom, and we will see you all soon online.
Thank you.